Jimmy, I don't want to say your MO because it does vary from game to game, but you're very big on getting your teammates involved early. Even some games like pointing to the corner, telling Duncan go there and expect the ball and all those things. Do you expect that to be the way you're going to start the finals as well, or do you have to kind of go out of character and look to get yours a little bit too and get yourself going a little?
I don't know. We'll see as the game goes, but I think there's a lot of nerves for a lot of people, including myself. This is the first time being here, so I just want to make sure that everybody's comfortable. And we've been playing a certain way this entire year. I'm not getting away from that. I think that's winning basketball for us. Me making sure that everybody's involved. I think that's part of my role on this team. So we'll take it as the game goes, and then we'll figure it out. But I mean, I'm sure before the game, UD, Dre, Spo, they'll definitely tell me what to look for and how to start, I guess.
Next question, David Aldridge.
Jimmy, wondering if the year you've spent down there getting to know Riles and what he's about matches what you may have thought about him before you got there.
Yep. Every aspect of it, everything that I've heard, obviously from D Wade and just around the league, it's everything that I wanted to be a part of. He's the individual outside of basketball that everybody's said that he was, and definitely about winning and winning now. He's definitely about that. So he's been a huge part in our success of putting this team together, expecting greatness out of each and every one of us, and putting us in a position to be great. So without him putting this thing together, I wouldn't be up here. We wouldn't have this great group of guys that we have. So we are all very thankful for the Godfather.
Next question, Tom D'Angelo.
Jimmy, when you entered the league, LeBron was 26. How much is he much of a different player now at 35? And how impressive is it that he's been able to play at this level at 35?
He's still at the top of his game at 35, at 26, at 21. He's still dominating. And I mean, you've had to go through him at 26, 35, probably at 49. But he's shown why he is the player that he is, why he's had the career and the legacy that he's continually building. And it's not going to be an easy task these next couple of games. If anybody's up for that task, the Miami Heat are.
In person here, Dave?
Jimmy, obviously your decision to go to Miami seems to be paying off splendidly so far. But last summer, there were a handful of teams with the cap space to be able to accommodate a player of your ilk. And I wanted to know if there was any consideration on your part about seeing what the Lakers had to offer or going down that road at all.
No, I knew the type of structure that I wanted and needed, and it was here. Heard about it, obviously. Whenever I was meeting with Coach Spo, Coach Pat, it just felt right in every aspect of it. How we got a bunch of good people here. Not saying that the Lakers don't got a great bunch of good, people, but everything that they're about, it just fit me working. We got a group of guys that do that as well. Saying it like it is, holding everybody accountable, and moving on from it. They say that's how we do that. You get to come here, you get to be you. I'm in.
Next question is Vincent Goodwell.
Jimmy, I know your time in Chicago didn't end the way that you liked, but how much time have you spent thinking about some of your old teammates, the Luol Dengs, the Taj Gibsons, the Joakim Noahs, the guys who haven't made it to this level? Have you spent any time of reflection thinking about that early part of your journey?
I'm grateful for that part of my journey and for those guys. They showed me the way to being a pro. They showed me where hard work will get you and how you just can never give up. I talk to a lot of those guys still, and I let them know how thankful that I am, because I don't think that I'd be here without them. Them letting me know that you have to stay ready, your time's coming, and that you belong here. They were constantly telling me how I could play in this league for a very long time. So looking back on it, I guess I could say a part of the reason I'm here is because of those guys.
Malika in the center.
Jimmy, you said the other day that you don't like to be thought of as underdogs because you're a group of NBA players, but you did have 60-1 odds to be here. What is the identity that you do like to think of yourselves as if it is an underdogs?
A really good team. That's it. A really good team. Not going to say that we're any better than anybody else, but I just don't think that we're underdogs. I don't. So what that nobody picked us to be here. That's okay. I'm pretty sure nobody's picking us to win either. That's okay. But we understand that. We embrace that, because at the end of the day, we truly don't care. We're just going to go out here and compete, play together like we always have, and see where we end up. But at the end of the day, we're going to do this our way, the Miami Heat way, and that way's worked for us all year long.
Next question, Greg Logan.
Jimmy, I'd like to ask you to go a little deeper on what you said earlier about going to Miami because you like the structure there, because you were with a very talented team in Philadelphia and it didn't click. What is it about this organization or this structure that fit you so well and that allowed you to make the impact that you did?
I think, like I said, I just get to be me here. I get to call it how I see it. Nobody takes it personally. You don't have to worry about anybody trying to control me. As it was said, people was trying to do over there. But I have no hard feelings towards any of those players, anybody in that organization. I'm glad to be where I am. As you can tell, it's worked out. And that's where I leave it. I knew what we could do here. We added some key pieces in the middle of the year, and we are where we are. So I don't really look back at it too much. I got to stay focused in on the right now and with the group that I have.
To Gary on your left before we go back to Rob on Zoom.
Hey, Jimmy, for your career, you've just been yourself and you've ruffled some feathers and that type of thing. Was there ever a point in your career you thought, am I doing this right? Or was it just, like you said, just finding the right place that would welcome you?
Right by who? Like, everybody gonna have their own opinion. Nobody's in the locker room. Nobody's at the practices. It's all he said, she said to a point. So nobody really knows what's really going on. I don't explain anything detail for detail. So I just take being a bad guy. I like it that way. So, like, it doesn't bother me. It's not like I'm reading everything that's on the internet. I know who I am. I'm cool. I'm content with that. And that's what I leave it at. I'm here now, and I belong here. I belonged here for a very long time. So that's where I'm at. Here, me being ruffling feathers, whatever you want to call it, it's okay here.
Next question, Christos Saltis.
Hello, Jimmy. You talk about the heat wave. So what will gonna be the key factors of the whole series for you? And also, if you win the championship, will you bring free coffee from your coffee shop to your teammates?
I'm not giving nobody free coffee, ever. It's not gonna happen. Except for Coach O. Coach O, he gets free coffee. And then as far as the first question, I just think a championship is going to be one that we have to do together. And I can't exactly remember how you worded the question, so I'm just going to guess. But I know that together, this group, it's how we want to win it. I think we enjoy each other's success so much, man, that you can tell every single day when we're in the hotel. Yeah, we talk about the game, but we also talk about how much joy it brings us to play with one another and how you can't take this for granted. And with this group, you know, we got the right number of young guys who are super confident, older guys who are super confident, then guys that are right in the middle that are super confident. So for us, it brings us pure joy to watch us continually grow as a team.
All right, the last question that we will take on the Zoom will be Brandon Tobin.
Hey, Jimmy, there was a great video of your guys' celebration of you walking in wearing an Eric Spoelstra University of Portland jersey. How did you get your hands on that, and what did he say when he saw it on you?
Obviously, he thought it was comical, but I got quite a few jerseys tucked away in my room. It's just when is the right time to pull them out. But you know, Spo's been huge for me in my growth here as a player, as a leader, as a human being. So I'm grateful for him. But you know, just to keep it lighthearted and enjoy a win, knowing the most difficult part is ahead of us. So I don't know, it's just a way to show my appreciation.
Last question here, Sam.
Jimmy, you talk about Pat with such reverence, but I'm curious if you go back to the pre-Heat days and even maybe when you were a youngster, like when did Pat Riley become a person who you were aware of? And then when you went through free agency, you've talked about the meeting, but I mean, did you talk to D-Wade about Pat? Did you talk to LeBron about Pat? I mean, how did you learn about him?
I mean, I played with D-Wade, and I think that's where the whole thing started. Yeah, you know who Pat Riley is, but it's not like you're going in detail because obviously I thought I was going to be in Chicago my entire career. But he would tell me about the way things were done there, about Coach Spo, about Coach Pat. And then it's just like, man, that's my type of the guy that I want to play for, that I want to be around. Obviously, I get traded a couple times and end up here, and it's everything. I'm so comfortable with being myself more than I've ever been. Not saying I've ever not wanted to be myself, but now I know myself is the right way. Look where myself have gotten me now. And it's all because he empowered me to be able to do that with these guys. These guys love me, love who I am, and it's reciprocated towards those guys. I'm just grateful for him and for him believing in me and giving me this opportunity.